It's just like Keemstar said, nothing could hurt victims worse than someone lying about this shit.
That is true. That's facts. That's facts.
Hammered into the fucking ground, just like you're about to be. And when that happens, that true.
Hello, baby. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I am the Visionary, in case you are new here. And you can tell by the visuals, the lighting, and the water that this page is always lit. One thing that a lot of people don't understand is that the truth always and will always prevail. Now, absolutely no disrespect towards Jake, but for some reason, my vibe never really clicked with him. I always felt like there was something off, like he was always in it for himself. If you look at his behavior, it's the all about me kind of attitude. Now, Banks on the other side, he just seems so genuine. He seems like a real ass nigga. I mean, he's not black, but still, I got respects for him. Overall, my main issue was the fact that this whole entire storyline made absolutely no sense. Anyways, since everybody already knows what's been going on, let's just get into the fact that somebody from Team 10, a Team 10 member, has resigned and decided to reach out to Banks. This credible source providing valid information makes Banks innocent. I already knew he was, and a lot of people already knew he was as well, but you need credible evidence. And this is what's gonna clear him for good. With no further ado, let's just hop into the video and see what's poppin'. Oh, one sec. Before we do get into the video, I would ask you guys to do two things for me. Like and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's hop into the video.
So, the video you're about to watch till the end, it's all very important, is going to completely clear me of all allegations.
Okay.
Hitting Megan Zelly, brutally assaulting her, choking her, clotheslining her, maliciously attacking her in any way, and it clears me of kissing another girl behind my girlfriend, a beautiful girl. Alyssa's back. I'm about to.
I love the way he talks about his girl. So much love.
Resigned today. Immediately after he did so, he called me on the phone. It's the first time I've ever spoken to him aside from that night. Because yes, he was at Warwick. He was there for all of this. He called me. And the phone call surprised the fuck out of me. I'm referring to Max Beaumont of Team 10. He called me, and you guys are about to find out exactly what he said. Let's get into the interview. Alright guys, so I'm in a Skype call right now with someone who is a part of Team 10 as well as was there, present, a witness to everything that happened on the night that I let.
Yo, shout out to Who Is Max. I'm about to follow him right now.
Jake Paul. I've told him that I'm recording.
I'm about to follow him.
This is going to be on my YouTube channel. He knows this. His name is Max Beaumont. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Beaumont. Just to give you guys a little bit of backstory. Other than that night, never talked to him. I talked to him a little bit at Warwick.
Follow.
He called me randomly.
Everybody should do the same thing because that's a lot of respect.
And I asked him if he'd be comfortable with coming on. And again, Max, I really appreciate this. This means the world to me. And you know, more than anything else, I just want to get the record straight. So.
As do I.
Okay, so yeah, this is Max. Just to give you guys some clarification, this is the person I referred to in my videos who was at the table, also a part of Team 10, feeding the alcohol and stuff, and we'll get into that. We'll get more into that part in a little bit, but just raw and exactly how you saw things. Explain to me your view of the night and how everything went down.
Right, so before we even start, I just wanted to say that a lot of people are saying, I took Team 10 out of my bio today. A lot of people are saying I quit. As you know, I sent you some proof that just says that I actually personally decided to leave because of what I'm about to say. That was the only way that I was allowed to come out and basically say that.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm down to get right into it. So I was at Warwick on Wednesday. I was with Megan. I was with another friend of ours. The first thing that I want to make very clear is I did not see you kiss anybody that night.
Thank you.
All right.
That's because I didn't kiss anybody. But thank you for saying that.
He was stressing so hard about that.
Let's get into everything from your point of view.
Cool. Second thing, I did not see you assault anybody that night.
Including Megan Zelly.
Including Megan Zelly.
Gotta be specific, bro.
Assault anything that night.
And
third thing,
I'd like to touch on that point really quick and just how
Bank Loki loves
you've been really
cutting
good friends
people
with her
off.
for like how long now?
I've known this girl since I was like 13. This has been like 7+ years of friendship, which is what makes this so hard for me to do.
That's respect.
When you can hear my voice.
That's a good guy right there.
This has been like one of my best friends all of my life.
And when Max called me, he told me, he said, it's been such a struggle for me over the past few days because I've seen this all go down and I've felt really bad for you, but at the same time, like, I knew that if I had come forward and said anything about this, that all of my friendships, all of my best friends weren't going to be my friends anymore, and this was going to completely ruin my relationship with Team 10, and this was going to ruin my relationship with Megan. But you said you had to come forward because, why did you decide to come forward to me and call me?
Truthfully, I'm very much under the belief that everybody should be treated innocent until proven guilty. And when I say
Telemax,
guilty, I mean by like hard evidence, footage, like
hard, like the table,
hard evidence, which is not the word. And not only am I coming forward because of that, but I'm coming forward because, like you said, I was actually with you that night. I would have an idea of how you were acting that night, and I would have an unbiased opinion because of the fact that was a part of Team 10.
Keyword was.
Can I get some intimate details on how I was acting? As descriptive as it can be, how was I acting? How did I act toward you? How did you see me acting toward other people? What was I doing?
Okay, so I went up to you, and I went up to Taylor that night, and the reason I went up is I wanted to tell you guys that despite all the drama that's been going on with my best friend, I still respected you, and I still respected your content. I was not expecting what happened next. You literally gave me a hug. You put your arm around me, you thanked me, you immediately took me in, and that was shocking to me. You weren't aggressive towards me, which I thought was a real
from the heart,
you weren't upset. You weren't running to security and being like, "Get this guy out of here." You were nothing but nice to me.
Max is from the enemy side, and he still brought him in with a hug. That's love.
This animated, crazy personality and stuff. I got tattoos, and I'm a little bit on the vulgar side of things. And a lot of people have come to me who meet me in real life, and they say one of two things. They say, one, I can't believe how similar you are in so many ways to your YouTube videos. But then again, number two, I can't believe how nice of a person you are and how genuine of a guy you are. And that lines up with pretty much everybody that's ever met me. And honestly, I was pretty far gone that night. I don't remember all the fine details, but it's in the realm of possibilities that I gave you a hug and brought you into the table and just wanted to have fun. Because again, like I said, this is the first time I was out in 2 nights. My whole thing, I told all my friends, guys, I just want to take a load off. I want to forget all this stuff that's going on, and I want to just have fun. And that's exactly what I intended to do. I never intended for any of this to happen. I never asked for any of this to happen.
Me neither.
Another question that again, Max, seriously, thank you so much. Guys, I want to stress the fact I did not reach out to him. I thought fully he's on that side of things. I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to let the legal stuff unfold, and when I have to speak with him, I will. But he reached out to me, and he told me this stuff, and it really, you're a good dude. You really are a good dude for this.
Thank you.
And, I want to get into more of the details just so we can clear this stuff up.
Seriously.
Did they tell you that they saw me kissing anybody that night?
Obviously.
Yes.
That night? The night of?
Yeah, Megan told me. I didn't see it.
Okay. And why do you think, did she show you who I was kissing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's literally a word against a word. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Just to give everybody a heads up too, and to let you know, I told you this already. Since this went down, I've had the footage revised over and over and over by everybody that I know that could do it right now. Until we get a subpoena, until we press this more legally, we're not going to get the security footage. We're not going to be able to share it with you. We might never be able to share it publicly with you, but lawyers are definitely going to be able to take a look at it. I'm definitely going to be able to take a look at it. And the management of Warwick and the ownership of Warwick has already seen it. They've went through it multiple times from multiple different camera angles. They have followed myself and Megan through the whole night, and they've cleared me of both because I insisted on this. At first, they only cared about the legal stuff, obviously, the club liability. They don't care about finding somebody kissing somebody. There's no legal bound to me against me for something like that. But I insisted that they look for that, and they cleared me of both of those things.
Okay,
so I'm fully
I also have
confident.
to say that you were excited to see Alyssa. When you were just literally when I was talking to you, I have to go get my girl. It just for me it was you were super excited to see Alyssa. You weren't in it didn't seem like you were in a place where you would have gone and done something like that.
Yeah. Okay. In that night, did Megan tell you that I assaulted her?
Okay, so Megan...
Yeah, please explain in detail and don't miss anything and don't... Again, I told you before we started recording.
Yeah.
The fine details and everything about this in complete transparency, whether it's in my favor or their favor, doesn't matter. Just be completely honest.
Small details matter the most.
Information between he hit me and yourself.
After I left your table and I walked back around to where we and Megan and everybody else was sitting, I found Megan, and she said that, if I remember correctly, she said that she ran into you and that she got a bruise from you, but that she knew it was an accident, that you didn't know who she was, and that it was just a crazy coincidence that she happened to like be the person that like ran into you. She didn't get into details. She said that she knew it was an accident.
Did she seem distressed or scared or like worried that I was gonna attack her or anything?
Honestly, no. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't even hear about this again until I saw
watching
Jake's
this
video.
unfold is
I forgot
crazy.
It happened until I saw Jake's video.
Now this is a very
ridiculous.
Very important. This what he just said is very important, possibly the most important part of this video. So she said specifically she got a bruise for me in the same night, like at Warwick, at the table?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to touch on the fact that it's literally impossible, it's physically impossible to be struck and within 20 minutes have a visible bruise on your body. It reddens first, it'll take about a day or two to bruise into purple.
Okay, she showed me some bruise on her neck that night. I remember.
Okay, so what that tells me is that bruise did not come from me. Because it's physically impossible for it to come. Do you know if Megan has any history with, is she anemic? Does she bruise easily that you know?
I don't. I mean, there were some tweets about it.
Yeah, I've had friends in the past who are anemic. It's much more common in girls. It's basically like you could press your thumb on a part of their body with a little bit of force and it will bruise the next day or in the next 2 days. And I was just curious because she did tweet out, I have 5 to 10 mysterious bruises at all times on my body, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's really all I wanted from you. And again, now I just want to touch on Max as a person. I know the next morning I did feel like something happened. I did feel like I got drugged or something had happened. And I did say that before I put the pieces together that he was at the table, that this stuff with Meg happened. I suspected that from the very beginning. But I can honestly say, Max, honestly, after you came forward and talked to me about it, I don't think that you're responsible for anything like that. It doesn't sound like you had malicious intent. And I feel like if I was hugging you and
feels
stuff,
guilty.
I'm
playing around, Max. I'm playing around.
I don't know if I picked up a drink from somewhere else. I don't know what happened. Like I said in my first video, I don't know much about what had happened with Megan or if I had been drugged because I don't. I didn't say it because I knew that I did something crazy and I wanted some outs. That's not what it was at all. And also, like you said, you didn't spend any money. That is true as well. I don't know what got lost in translation, but like when I go to work, they treat me like gold. Like they give us bottles and stuff, and I don't have to pay for a single drink. And maximum
because you're a boss, you know, they respect you.
I don't know who paid for it. I show up, I have fun, and that's that. But I fully believe that as well. I mean, records.
Same thing with me. Anywhere I go, you know what I'm saying?
Easily, so I
treat the boy like gold.
You would pick that
know what I'm saying?
to be false. Yeah. Camera cut out. My memory card was full, and we got Max back on. Sorry, he wanted to touch on something else about the night.
Yeah, no, you're good. Taylor said that I asked him for coke that night. I don't know if that was one of my friends. I don't know if that was someone else at the table. I didn't ask him for that. I just wanted to touch on that and clear that up. And otherwise, if you have any more questions or anything like that,
I have one last question, and then I just want to close it out. And be as honest as you want. You can decline to answer or whatever. But just for myself, because I'm sure everybody else is going to be curious about this as well. Yeah. Do you, as a person who has seen this all go down,
this is gonna be about
who was there that night, between me and you, everything that you've consumed about the situation,
it is going to be about Alyssa. Trust. Watch.
Believe that I did this?
I do not believe that you intentionally assaulted this girl.
Okay.
I believe that if anything, you accidentally bumped into her. I can't explain the bruise, and she's my best friend for 7 years. So
7 years of friendship.
But I do not. The way that I saw you that night, I do not see how it was a possibility that you went from this nice guy who came over and gave me a hug to someone who started swinging at her afterwards. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. And just one more thing. Do you believe that I kissed somebody that night?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much, Max. Again, I really want to stress this, guys. You're a great dude.
Wow.
This is much more different than being a good person and helping an old lady across the street or just your...
Okay, so that's pretty much it from Max's point of view. That is groundbreaking when it comes to Banks' positioning in this story. Just shout out to the boy Max. Give him a follow, all right? Who is Max on Instagram? That's a lot of respect. That's a lot of respect. That's basically all the details that we really needed to know. So just in case we're missing anything, we're going to skip to the end of the video and see if there's any juicy details that he's leaving for last.
2, I would like to touch on Erica Costell and her moral high ground. I'm so awesome and I'm so about everybody's rights and I'm so for
Tell him, Banks.
You're for yourself.
Tell him.
Everyone
Jeez.
right through that.
Right through you.
Directly through you. and I couldn't be happier.
You're an
about that.
X-ray. We see
more serious
through
allegations on your own channel, along with Jake's channel.
You made a video
a couple of days ago targeting Keemstar for making fun of abuse. When he wasn't making fun of abuse,
They were making fun of you.
guys, falsely accusing me.
Tell him.
Because just like Keemstar said, nothing could hurt victims worse than someone lying about this shit.
That
When
is
someone lies
true.
about
That's
this shit,
facts.
they
That's
get
facts.
hammered into the fucking ground, just like you're about to be.
Woo.
And when that happens, that truly scares victims.
Let's
Oh my God,
go.
that's happened to me. I really shouldn't speak up because if I do, I could end up like Erica Costello. You're in for a fucking treat, Erica. You
For
really
a
are.
treat.
Guys, Keemstar put out a challenge for
Yo,
it.
I like
He
this
said
guy,
that
bro.
If you really believe this, if you truly believe this to your core, that
Bottom
when
of your
he did
heart.
this to Megan, then put your channel on the line. Put it on the line. If he did this and the security footage proves
Damn.
that I assaulted Megan Zelli as described in your video, I clotheslined
He's
her,
getting heated.
I grabbed her by
He's
the
getting
neck,
heated.
dragged her
Let's
to
go.
the flood. If
Let's
I
go.
did that, Keemstar will leave YouTube forever.
Ever.
And so will I. But Erica, if
So
it isn't
will
like that,
he.
It isn't how you described. If I didn't
That's
assault
confidence
Megan
right
Zelli,
there.
then you have to leave. You have to leave. You
Oh,
need
he's
to
giving her an
leave. I don't
ultimatum,
like it.
baby.
I told myself. I told myself.
Oh,
I would
man.
keep composure and I would do my best.
This
to
guy,
cause of that.
stressed.
This has destroyed me over the past few
Nah, I
days.
feel you, bro. I
haven't
feel
been
you.
able to make any videos. I haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been
I
able
feel
to
you.
eat. This has destroyed my life for the past 5 days. And I can honestly say right now, I'm over it. So much weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Max, thank you. And I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm innocent. For everybody from the single second of this, I saw all of you. I saw every single one of you. I will never forget that. I will always have your back. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too, bro. All right, much
Thought
love.
I initially
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty curious about what's gonna happen next. Ooh-wee. That is it for me, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, you know what to do. 3 things. 1, like the video. 2, comment. I want to know what you guys feel about the situation. I want to know everything that's going through your mind. And 3, best for last, subscribe. I am new to YouTube, and you know, your boy's trying to grind. Thank you all for coming through. Much love, and I will see you guys in the near future.